Assalamu alaikum. Hope you guys are having a beautiful week. I know I disappeared. I hope you didn't miss me too much the last few weeks. Well, mostly this week and a bit last week. It's just because I was in a rut, honestly. And I know you guys watch my videos and you look at me. Some people will say I'm an influencer, which I really don't like this word at all. But I'm just a human, just like you guys, and I go through my stuff and I have my own things to deal with and I go through ups and downs. And this week and last week, I was not in a good place because my birthday is on Monday and I'm turning 30. And obviously, we all have this vision of what our life is supposed to look like. And a lot of the times when our life is not the way that we want it to, we feel down and we feel bad and we feel discouraged and we're doubting ourselves and we're doubting our path and we're doubting our journey and we're just in a bad place. And so I was in that place and I could just sit here and say, you need to trust Allah's plan and you need to have more sabr and you need to have more tawakkul and you need to focus on the positive. But that's easier said than done, right? Because when you are in a bad place, you can't just focus on the positive. You can't force yourself to focus on the positive because all you see is like all your inadequacies, everything that you didn't do, everything that you didn't accomplish, everything that went wrong in your life, everything that you regret, everything that you wish you didn't do or that get yourself into. And then I just come here and tell you, trust Allah's plan. What does that mean? And I'm still trying to figure it out till now. I know that one of the big parts of trusting Allah's plan requires surrender. And one of the aspects of surrender is to not overthink and to not try to control everything in your life, right? You just surrender to Allah, you give it to Allah. One of the big aspects of tawakkul and trusting Allah's plan is strengthening your connection to Him. This is what I realized. Yes, I was showing up. Yes, I was doing the work. But even like prayer and even adhkar and even things like this, I was doing less of because for example, when I'm in a bad place, you know how there's some people that get closer to Allah when they're in a bad place? Me, it's the opposite. Like when I'm in a bad place, I feel disconnected because I don't want to do anything. You know, everything feels hard for me. And this is what happened to me when I was journaling a few days ago. I started journaling and I'm like, why am I like this? Why am I going through this? Why am I feeling like this? And I realized that I'm going through this phase in my life right now. I'm talking about the present moment where I'm just giving everything the bare minimum. My workouts, minimum workouts. People around me, minimum. The work here that I'm doing on Instagram, you see it as like, oh my God, you know, I'm doing a lot. For me, this is minimum. My ibadah, minimum. And I started journaling and I'm like, why am I giving everything in my life the minimum? Because I know I can do more. I know I can show up more. You know your own potential. You know what you can do. You know what you can accomplish. And if you are right now giving minimum to the people, to your career, to your in your relationships, in your friendships, marriage, in your own worship, your ibadah, your connection to Allah, if you are doing minimum, why are you doing minimum? And this is what I journaled about. So for the last 2 days after this realization of why I'm giving everything in my life the minimum, I was like, well, I'm gonna challenge myself. So I started praying Duha. And this is the first time ever in my life that I've prayed Duha. Even since I came back to Islam the last 2 years, I've never prayed Duha. Because for me, the 5 prayers, khalas, it's 5 prayers, it's enough. Even just the 5 prayers, I have to try to squeeze them into my day. So for me, I'm like, imagine the people who pray the sunnah and people who wake up for tahajjud, which I would love to do. And then people who pray Duha and all of these extra voluntary prayers. For me, I was like, it's so extra, right? Because I was stuck in a minimum mindset. So I started praying Duha the last 2 days. I went to the gym yesterday. I did a workout. I did extra exercises that I haven't done in a long time. I woke up this morning, I'm all sore. So I started intentionally challenging myself to do more. This is what happens when you have a certain level of self-awareness. Not only do you understand yourself, but you also take the necessary actions towards making a change. And you kind of have to force yourself out of getting out of this mindset that you have. So because I was living in a minimum mindset, I was like, I'm gonna push through to do the uncomfortable stuff, this extra stuff that like seemed like it was more than the minimum, just to get myself out of this minimum. And I kid you not, just praying duha, I swear, just my whole day felt like it was filled with barakah. I was able to do more. I felt like I had more energy to get more things done. The things that I would usually just do the minimum for, I started doing more. And it just came to me. Subhanallah. Especially when you force yourself to do something for the sake of Allah. I prayed duha, obviously with the intention of doing more when it comes to my ibadah. And also I've been forcing myself the last few days to do the adhkar after every single prayer, which I used to do at some point, but the last few weeks I haven't been doing. And also read Quran after Fajr and before bed. So I literally have been forcing myself the last few days to do these things. And subhanallah, I swear it just changes your energy throughout the day. And you feel like your day is just filled with much more blessings. Because you are doing things for the sake of Allah, and also you are doing things that bring you closer to Him and just help you feel more connected to Him. And Allah will always bless you in return. And that's why I was saying, like, sometimes you just have to force yourself, even when you don't feel like doing things, just to get yourself out of this rut and out of this place that you are probably in. I feel like there was something else that I wanted to talk about, but that was my journal entry from 2 days ago. But this morning I journaled too. I time-lapsed it for you guys. I was outside. I haven't journaled outside in a really long time. And I love journaling. Like, I journal consistently. But how do you know that I was living in bare minimum is because I haven't journaled in a while. Like, the last date in my journal is October. Been months I didn't journal. Instead, I've just been like writing notes on my phone and things like that. But there's just something so healing about journaling. You feel like you release things, and also it helps you understand yourself better, because literally a few days ago I came up with this like bare minimum thing, and then this morning when I journaled, I came up with another thing that I've been doing that maybe I'll share with you guys next time. But I did film a long video for YouTube, which inshallah I will edit and I'll post it on my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe.